Hi, it's Wendy Kaplan, and I'm putting together this video for you to help welcome you back from GILD after your long week and to help you transition easily. As you can see, I'm getting ready for the gala and trying to do this before so that I'm remembering all the things that I want to make sure that I tell you. And I'm looking forward to our third session together and to seeing you this evening. So tip number one, create some white space in your calendar. Actually book it, where you are using the time to be reflective and to think about the things that you want to create in your life and to be able to just have some time to be creative and let your imagination and your creativity have a little run while your head has a little rest. Tip number two, take one or two things from each session that you learned and think about how you might integrate it into your work life back at work. Tip number three, review your experience with your boss. Of course, thank him or her for completing your LAI, but more importantly, what was it that was most valuable for you about being here at GILD, and what did you take away? What are some of the goals that you're looking forward to putting into play now that you get back to work? Tip number three, review your, say thank you to the people who completed your LAIs. So make sure that you have a few moments with each of them. You can do it one-on-one, you can do it in a group, where you not only thank them, but tell them some of the things that you've learned about yourself that you're hoping to grow and expand based on their feedback. And you might even say, here are the top 3 things or top 2 things I'm going to work on. Okay, tip number 4. You can see I have my list over here. Teach what you learned to 5 people back at work. They say that those who teach actually remember and integrate more fully. So I recommend that you do that. And maybe you do that with your direct reports, maybe you share it with your spouse, maybe you do with your peers. Sometimes people, when they come back to GILD, their organization suggests that they do a presentation to the management team based on what they learned. So that's also another option for you. Tip number 5, your LDP, your leadership assessment, and take that, your LAI, and fill out your learning development plan, your blueprint map. So, and send it to me before we see each other next time. If you have any questions at all or concerns, or you're not sure you're on the right track, feel free to email me in between and I'll be sure to email you back. I don't know what number we're on now, 6, take the napkin test. The napkin test. And you might do this with by yourself, or you might do it with a spouse or a partner or a friend, maybe even your team, where you share the information. I really love this. I'm looking forward to doing this with my husband and my executive board. The next tip, number 7, I don't even know what number we are, calling cards. So take your cards and have someone in your life take the cards on your behalf. So what I mean by that is, instead of you, because you've already done it yourself, have them pick the cards that they think most represent you and see what kind of conversation it creates. We call these courageous conversations in my business. So I'm thinking of doing this with my husband, actually. So you might do it at work or you might do it at home. And to go along with that, have some time where you read Richard's book. It's a great book. And maybe you even share what you're learning from it and experiencing with someone who's close to you, professionally or personally. The next step, put a Post-it note on your mirror about how to grow and give. And I'm going to do this when I get home. And look to see every day as you get up in the morning what you think you can do to grow yourself, one thing you can do to grow, and one thing you can do to give. And then at the end of the day, check to see if you've done that. Next tip, review your notes that you've taken for the next 28 days. They say it takes 21 days to create a habit. I like to give an extra week just as a little extra boost. So the habit might be integrating some of the things that you learned here while you were at GILD. So I keep mine next to, on my nightstand next to my bed, and before I go to sleep at night, I review them. Or you could do that when you wake up in the morning. It's a great way to have it become part of your DNA and part of your life. The next step, oh, there's this great app that I haven't downloaded yet because I'm still trying to figure out what my goals are, but it's called Goal Streaks, Goal, like your goals, Streaks, Streaks, S as in silly, plural. And it's $4.99. It's available on Androids and iPhone, and it's a great app for tracking your goals. So I'm looking forward to using this, and I thought I put my exercise intention for my exercise as well as for meditation, and I'm going to add a lot more. Some people took, a colleague of mine and a coach here, took Jim Collins, no, it wasn't Jim Collins's questions, it was, oh my goodness, Marshall Goldsmith's questions, and made them more hers and used that as her goals. So that's an option for you as well. The next to last step to help you transition back is to make an appointment with yourself. So make sure that you put yourself first, you take care of yourself, you be kind to yourself as you integrate back. You've been to a really intensive week, and just be gentle with yourself. And finally, get some support. So there's all different ways you can do that. You can start a mastermind. You can start a group at work. You can hire yourself a coach. Remember what Richard Leider said on the last day. Do you have a trainer? Someone to hold you accountable and someone to support you. So think about how you might do that in your life and best ways for you to do that. So have a great evening tonight. If you're watching this after the gala, I hope you have a safe travel home, and I'm looking forward to talking to you in a few weeks. Be well. Happy leadership.